the sun is about to set, and I just was having this thought of right now the sun is conjunct my Jupiter and Saturn in the 12th house. And it's illuminating a lot for me. And this is also during the full moon, with the moon being in my 6th house. And it is going over my routines and the way I'm doing my regimens. I know the birds are talking. And so I wanted to also just express the fact that, like, natally, the impression came to me as I was having that thought, as I was gazing at the sun, like I'm doing now, of when you think of that on an astrology natal chart of the sun conjunct a planet or a space in a zodiac going over your natal, even though your natal planet's not necessarily there, it's just the archetypal energies of that energy emotion, I feel to say. Whatever the strength is of that thing, just like in Vedic, they say the nakshatras, it has a certain bearance on that energy archetype or that energy style of whatever that is being expressed, where the sun is moving through. Um, Although I'm forgetting what exactly nakshatra Jupiter and Saturn is in, but or the sun is in right now. But anyways, just it's expressing the energy of that point in the zodiac wheel. It all has a certain energy archetype. So when the sun is transiting somewhere, or the moon or any planet body, um, because each planet or planetary body or star has a certain energy archetype, as do you. You have a certain energy archetype and a fusion of many energy archetypes that creates what you uniquely are. And there's nobody else on the planet just like you. You have a unique, vibrant resonance archetype. That is you. So it is our it is for us to do our due diligence to be who we are. And there's different facets of us within the zodiacal wheel. No matter which way you look at it, 12 bodies or 13 or more, either way, it all still has the same resonance of a certain energy archetype within a certain portion that resonates with or disresonant. Is that a word? Disresonances with? I made it up if it is. With another. When you have your squares or your oppositions, um, or conjunctions, sometimes there's friction, and you naturally are able to exude that type of friction that is needed sometimes to create chaos and a place to bring balance because of the way you vibrate. So, this whole thing that society and even in the spiritual and astrology communities of what's better, this or that, I want to cough because this is the part. Like, they want you to think, and you can see how it transcends out into other types of medias. They want you to take sides with a certain thing, what is better than the other. And you know what? That just is real bullshit. Call it bullshit. Because how can it be better than another when it just is what it is? It is what it is, and you are what you are. And there should be no shame or guilt about it. Even if others don't get it, you're meant to be that on purpose. You chose to be that. If you have that belief system, And it's all right if you don't get that part even. Maybe you will one day. I hope you do. That you are the way you are on purpose. I am the way I am on purpose. And I have so many facets to me on purpose. I realize that I shapeshift, and we all do in a certain type of way. Some call it masking, some call it different names. But I have been realizing the different ways that my body and energy does it in different environments, and the expansive ways that it can happen now that the sun is illuminating that part of me with my Jupiter and Saturn in my 12th house. How I can go in different spaces or come to different places, and I can totally embody the essence and characteristics. It's like I pick up the different moleculic energies and infuse it with my energy, and I adapt accordingly. And it's beautiful. And I can see how I've always been able to do this in different places, even as a kid. And it has always been pure. It hasn't been to hurt or to learn to take advantage of. It's none of that. It's just to come into a place to bring more resonance, to understand, to understand, to overstand, and how we can do better and how I can learn and grow, but also the balance part to come into different places because of the way I vibrate. And you may be having this in your own way because of the way that you vibrate, because of all of the pieces that are you. You can go to different places and either shake things up or bring beautiful, oh, what's the word? More wealth and abundance there too, and love. Expand the love in different places. We all are doing different parts working together on this planet wherever we go. It's beautiful when you take the expanded look upon it as well, and the close up version. So just know when the sun is transiting a certain planet or body of yours or energy of yours, even if there's no planets or asteroids or whatever there, although there probably is some sort of asteroid there, it's illuminating a certain aspect of you. It's bringing to light when the sun goes through the whole ecliptic and the moon. It's illuminating in different ways, outwardly and internally with the moon, outwardly with the sun, but also internally in some aspects, different parts of you, the strengths and weaknesses of that area. So, right now, with the sun in Virgo, and I'm not sure what nakshatra at the moment. It's next to, I think, Hasta. But what is being illuminated for you right now? A Virgo is an earth energy. It's grounded, but it looks for resolution. It looks for order. Um, but it also likes to move things around to see how things can fit together better. And sometimes it can get a little chaotic trying, but it's trying out other ways of moving the puzzle around, puzzle pieces around, to find a better way of flow, another way of harmony and flow of energy and different environments in the mind. Um, in a grounded way, though. And it can irritate some, especially if you're a bit more out there, Uranian-y, Aquarian-y. Um, and if you have squares to wherever the sun is transiting, it's going to feel a different way too. It's going to be like, ugh. But it's illuminating for you to grow and expand. and to see and pivot and to do things differently. I wrote this quote on July 10th, 2024. It was a channeled message from nature where I was, reminding me of the animal communicator I am. Maybe you are also. But at 1341, 1341, which is 9 energy, nature will always course correct and bring back balance some way, somehow. And I feel like at that moment, I was also looking at a piece of nature or a vine that just moved the way it needed to move, or a tree that lost, I'm getting the feeling now, like a tree that may have lost a limb somehow, and then it decided a way, yeah, it was this. It decided a way to regrow itself in another way to bring it back into balance so it doesn't topple over the other way. It shifted its energy, its life force, to grow in another way to bring it back into balance. And we also can do that. So when we're experiencing these transits, it's like with the full moon that happens every month, it's illuminating different parts within us. It's giving us an opportunity to course correct when we see what's not working, and to course correct to do things another way. And with the sun being in Virgo, in true sky, in the sky, literally, it's giving us an opportunity to dive into the depths of oneself, our deeper selves, with the Pisces moon in the unconscious, because Pisces technically rules over the 12th house. So the unconscious self that is being illuminated, these different traits and attributes that we're doing, are we noticing over the course of the full moon, which can be over a 5 to 7 day period, energetic wise, of seeing what is being brought to our attention and using the grounded Virgo energy of the sun to shine its light so that we can move the puzzle pieces of our life's journey in another way that brings more cohesive, grounded balance and flow, so we can flow like the natural waves of the water in the ocean flowing. Water needs to move. So it's beautiful, actually. It's beautiful when you really think about it. This is a beautiful opportunity that we have right now. You are so loved always.